We are back. Next segment here on Disqualified Opinions, where our opinions are validated, and we will give our opinions. In our rapid fire segment, we start with the National Basketball Association and what will they do moving forward since being on hiatus since the beginning of the pandemic. Rouse, what's going on?
So the rumor has it that the NBA is coming back. They have secured Disney in Florida, right?
Wild World
Orlando,
Sports.
baby.
It was between there and Las Vegas.
ESPN's Wild World Sports, by the way.
ESPN's owned by
I know.
Disney.
It's just all works together. That
Wow.
damn Mickey Mouse, I tell you.
Disney getting bread. That's all you need to know.
Monopoly.
Yeah. So they're saying it's going to happen sometime in July, hopefully on a resort in Orlando. I heard that Silver sent out emails to each owner, basically giving 3 options for them to vote on for how the season comes back. Option 1 is the standings are as is, no continuation of games. So if you're seeded 1 through 8, you have that playoff spot. Option 2, again, we don't know full details, but I'm guessing if you're in the range of possibly being able to take a spot, certain teams are going to be honored a playoff tournament into those last, I'm guessing 2, maybe 3 spots, to be able to kind of fight for those spots. I'm not sure the logistics of it. Of course, we do not know at this time. Option 3 is a 30-man NCAA style playoffs where everybody is available, can play. My question to you guys is, how do you guys feel about the possibility of NBA coming back without fans, with fans? What are your thoughts there? As well as if you had to choose, if you were an owner, one of the 3 options, which one would be your favorite?
I'll go for well, first of all, any sport come back.
We need it.
Yeah. At this point,
We'll take it.
I would probably watch competitive bowling. Like,
I would probably watch competitive paint dry.
yeah, like, it is ridiculous. But this is awesome news. Definitely want to see my Lakers.
Indeed.
But something in me, out of those 3 options, for whatever reason, I always wanted to see a one and done NBA season type tournament. For whatever
I
reason.
never wanted to see that ever.
I did, and I think this is.
Would it be one and done?
So I don't think it would be one and done. I think that it would start out as like 3-game series, and as it gets to like what the regular playoffs be with 16 teams, then it goes into the regular like 7-game
I would
series.
like that. Considering what's going on, because it's the only time you can do that.
Yeah.
Give everybody a shot. Why not?
I heard that KD might do that.
Absolutely not. No, he said I heard he said he was done for this season.
I heard that the Nets general manager came out and said
So he said he's not sure about how Kobe changed his status, and then I heard KD say he was focused on next season. I heard.
Okay.
But go over option 2 for me one more time.
So the logistics of it don't really. I'm not sure like the numbers of it, like
Mhm.
what seedings are doing it. But basically, it would be a situation where
It's the top 16 teams going.
it's still top 16, but the
Conferences don't matter. It's just
no,
seed.
that matters. So basically, what it would be is, let's say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Depending on where they are in seedings, those teams have a tournament to see who takes those spots.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. So that's what I thought it was. All
Too
right.
much. Too complicated.
So yes, it is complicated, but I think it's the only fair
Because
way.
you have to give those teams that could have it was 17 games left. You have to give those teams that had the possibility. of making
And
the
on
playoffs
top of that,
a
it was
chance.
17 games for most of the NBA. Like everybody didn't play the same number of games at the time of the stoppage. So I think option 2 is the only fair way for those teams that are fighting for those last playoff spots. I would match it up as depending on how many spots were available. I don't know how many available in each conference. So I would do a 1-game play-in between, or maybe like a tournament style. So I wouldn't mind the 1-game thing in this situation to decide who goes to the playoffs. But if you're talking playoff games, I don't want to see professionals in basketball go home after 1 bad game. Now, in football, cool. But in pretty much any other sport, you play a series. The professionals play a series because you want the best team to win. Even if it's matchup-wise. You may not be the more talented team, but the matchup works in your favor. Multiple games will show you that over the course of a series. So I want that in a playoff setting. But to get to the playoffs, 1-game play-in for all of those teams fighting for those last spots. And after that, play regular NBA playoff basketball.
I do think they should potentially do option 1. It's the easiest logistically wise. But if we're going to say your option 2, the standings really are kind of set mostly as far as what teams will be in. Now, seedings could be moved. I looked at the East: Milwaukee, Toronto, Boston, Miami, Indiana, Philly, Brooklyn, Orlando. Really wouldn't be any movement. And Washington is number 9 at 5.5 games back. So I don't
They
see
won,
that.
what, 30 games this year?
24 and 40.
What the hell are we talking about? Like that.
That's what I'm saying.
That
That's what I'm
to
saying.
me
That shouldn't
does
even be an
not-
option. That's all I'm saying. So that's why I just wanted to see.
I need it to be.
That's
like,
why I grabbed my phone because
Well,
I'm like,
saying,
what's the options?
could the Wizards catch the Magic?
No, not with 17 games left. No, they're not. And the Magic aren't that great, but they're not catching them. Even
They're
Bradley
not.
Bill's been balling. They're not catching
He
them.
leads the East in scoring, by the way.
Yeah.
Should have been an
balling
all-star.
out. Balling
Should have
out.
been an All-Star.
In the West, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets,
Rudy
Utah,
Gay,
OKC,
All-Pro.
Houston, Dallas, Memphis. Portland was the closest team at 3.5. Maybe Riles thinks Portland would have made it. I don't.
I
I
think
think
Portland
John
would've made
Morant would have carried Memphis into the playoffs to play the Lakers in the first round. So really, you don't need to do that.
In the West, yeah, I would
You
take
don't-
those. I would take those 8 teams in the West.
Yes, and I think only gripe could be OKC, Houston, Dallas, all, and Utah all are in within the same. But
I mean, no, I don't care about where you are
Okay.
if you're in the top 8. I'm
just
saying
saying keep
those teams that were fighting for the last couple. Let's say it was like 6 through 10
yeah,
within 2.5
Portland
games.
and New Orleans were tied. But I mean,
Something like that. Like I would want those if you have a shot at it. Like you're,
Then
I'll
it's-
say if you're 2.5 and under to the 8 seed, those teams play to who gets it.
maybe like a 1-game thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
That's what I would
That's
like.
fair. Like maybe Portland, New Orleans play a 1 game to see who would play. Maybe Memphis or something. I don't
Somebody for the
Yeah,
AC.
I
If
agree.
you're already in AC, you get the bye. Those
The only
teams
seeds
first
I
and
would
play
think
you.
about is 7, 8, 9, 10.
I just think about how many games are spread. Like that 9 in Washington at 24 wins.
They're not getting in.
I don't want to see them play anybody for
Exactly.
anything.
I don't want to see the Magic play anybody at 30 wins.
Well, I think we know the
They're
East
already
is
the
gonna
8
be-
seed, though.
Yeah, we already know what's going to happen to them if it was a normal season. They
But
were going to sweat.
the Nets are 7
You
with
know
30
what?
wins as
Now
well.
that I hear these win totals and who's in what positions, option 1 is the best.
Yes,
option.
like I said,
the
easy
16
logistically-
teams that are there now, go.
Yes,
I
everybody
like-
else stay home.
I like option 3.
Stay home with your family.
I don't want to see pros play 1 game and you can go home.
No,
I
It
like
don't
one
gotta
game.
be one.
I would like for
A 3-game series? I'll
3-game
take
series.
that.
I'll
I'll
take
take
a
that.
3-game
I'll
series.
take
But I
that.
think the
Three
playoffs
games.
are too long as it is because they're still going to go 7 games, 7 games, 7
Exactly.
games.
I'm okay
so
with
just
that.
keep it option
I'm
1.
okay with that. We missed a lot of football.
No,
We
because
missed a
how
lot
do you?
of basketball
That
anyway.
affects next season.
And we're already going to affect next season no
No,
matter
because you
what.
start in July, you can end in what, August and come back in December, or you can end in September and you come back in December, Christmas Day. That's when the season starts anyway. That's how you would work it out.
You've already shortened the season. No matter what, how you look at it. the
Yes,
season is
but
shortened.
it's shortened in the
I
right
would
way.
rather have more basketball at this point. I would because let's be honest, Milwaukee versus the Cavs in the 3-game
So what you gonna?
series.
So what you gonna?
No,
You
they're
gonna
going
do
to
a
be
3-game series and then start in February when the All Star break should be. So what happens to the All Star break?
Because you add the series, you're adding probably at
Weeks,
least
2 weeks,
at least 2 weeks.
at least 2 weeks, because it's 1 game on Sunday, 1 game on Saturday, and we talking about next Saturday.
I mean, I feel like they're
It's
doing.
pretty
I
much
think
crazy.
it's going to be different because if they do it like this, every team is going to be in Florida. They could do this like we've all played basketball, right? At some point now.
Yeah, so
Wow.
you can have less days when there's no travel. I agree with what
Yeah.
you're saying.
So you saying every other day?
Yeah. It's not every
NCAA
day.
tournament type
It's not
time.
every
Where
day.
if you win, like NCAA tournament, you win, then you play on the next, skip a day, then you play the next day.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it should be every day. They're not
Every other day.
No, I'm saying every day there should be a game on.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Every day there should be a game.
I agree with that. There already is. It's
I
like
think
that
they'd be
now.
able to
So you're
that
gonna
off.
give Milwaukee against the Cavaliers? You want to see that
Yeah.
best of 3?
I want to see basketball. So yes, yes, I want to see basketball. I'm okay with seeing.
Honestly, I
It's
changed
gonna
my
be two.
answer. The option A, the 16 teams, the top 8 in each conference now, start the playoffs. That's
Yeah,
fine.
just rock out. We know who's gonna be in. Let's go. I want to see Ja against LeBron and them. I want to see
I
that.
do want
No, I want to see Dame against LeBron.
No.
I want to see Dame against
You're
LeBron.
Ross, you weren't gonna see that.
Well,
We're going to see that.
Not
Well,
this
all right, Blazers losing in 5, but the Grizzlies are getting swept.
Blazers loses 6. The Grizzlies get
year.
6.
Both teams are getting swept. But anyway, because LeBron.
I like your answer too.
I'm just saying. I just want to see Ja and LeBron.
I think Dame could have got them a game.
I would have rather
I
seen.
agree with
I would have rather
At
have
least
seen.
one.
I'd rather
At
New
least
Orleans.
one.
I said 5.
I'd
I'm
rather-
saying 6. I'm
I'm a
saying
Laker-
6.
I'm a Laker fan.
I'd rather New Orleans be the AC, maybe a game, but LeBron.
I don't
is
want to
gonna
see New Orleans.
I do. Zion.
I think that's a sweep.
No, that's not.
That might be a game. They can
That's
get
a
a game.
sweep.
They get a game.
You just said they can get a game, but Dame can't get a game.
Nope. Because Dame is his only person. You got
Shit.
Zion.
Who's sticking
Brandon
Dame?
Ingram.
So-
Who's sticking Zion?
Yo, they got
But LeBron at this stage of his career can't stick
AD?
Zion.
AD.
AD and Zion is a wash. It's a wash.
AD versus Zion ain't no fucking.
It's a wash.
All right, let's move
It's a
on.
wash.
Let's go to the NFL. I'm not talking NBA no more.
a
I'm
wash.
not talking NBA no more.
It's a wash.
I said AD and
When
Zion.
has AD been to the playoffs?
All right,
I'm talking about
all
LeBron
right.
freaking James.
NFL.
It's a wash,
NFL.
man.
NFL. What was we talking about? I don't even want to talk no
You
more.
don't want to do this show for real, huh?
Hey, yo.
You
What was we
don't
supposed
want
to be talking about?
Both
for
gonna
NFL?
give you 20 and 10. It's a wash,
Got
bro.
it, bro.
What?
It's
Somebody
a
pull out the
wash.
schedule.
He don't really
It's-
like us that
All right,
much.
If
so-
somebody pull out the schedule.
So,
Listen to
all
what
right,
I'm saying.
That contract situation.
All right,
I
that
really,
contract.
I literally don't
Both
have the
are gonna
energy.
give you 20 and 10. It's a wash.
I don't have the energy necessary to even address
It's a
that at
wash.
all.
I
At
don't even
all.
like the Lakers, and I'm not talking that bullshit.
What? Like,
all right.
that might be the wildest thing I heard on or off the
That's the
show
wildest shit.
in 2020.
That's
And I've seen some wild
It's a
stuff.
wash.
Donald
and
Trump
AD
has
gonna
said
give you
less-
20 and 10.
Donald Trump
Trump
has said
told people-
smarter things than that right
Donald
there.
Trump told people to drink bleach. I'm still.
He didn't tell people to drink bleach. That's not what he said. I'm not a Trump fan, by the way, but that's not what he said. What I will say is whatever he said was better than whatever the hell he just said.
All I'm saying is both are going to give you 20 and 10.
then-
It's a wash.
Can we go to that? I'm not talking
Yeah.
about basketball.
I'm not anymore. Dak, so what the rumor is
Oh,
on
it's your
Dak.
He won 45 million.
Yeah, I hear he wants.
Hey, that man 45 mil, goddammit. Just stop playing with him. Put some respect on his name.
Hey,
He's
yo,
a top 10
I don't know what
quarterback.
to say here, but I'm taking
He's
the rest
a
of
top 10 quarterback.
I'm taking
Yes,
the
he's
rest
a
of
top 10 quarterback.
No,
He's a company
No,
guy. He's a
top 10
good dude.
quarterback.
Yes, he
it.
is.
He might be top 10, but why is top 10 get 10 million more than the highest paid
Because
guy right
top 9 is getting that much.
No, they're not.
He deserves
now?
it.
The highest is 35, and he wants 45.
I think Russ is getting what, like 40, right?
No. Oh, let's
So
see.
close to 40.
I think the highest paid per year is 35 or 36.
Okay, name the highest paid quarterbacks, and we'll see where Dak should be. That's what we'll do.
per
Since y'all
year.
don't want to pay
We're just
Dak.
looking at per year.
Okay, that's fine.
I promise you, what he's asking for is not.
Carson
What
Wentz
his
just got
ability
he's
is.
top paid.
All right.
He should be
Uh,
more than. No, he's not.
Russell Wilson, 35.
35.
Ben Roethlisberger, 34.
He should
Okay,
be making more
so-
than Big Ben.
Aaron Rodgers,
Okay.
33.5.
Should be making more than Aaron Rodgers.
All right, stop right there. I'm done.
He should
I'm
be
done.
making more than
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
He should be making more than Aaron
All right.
Rodgers.
I think we should stop. We need somebody else to sit in his chair because he's wild.
Damn,
He's
I'm still
wild.
not saying Dak top 10.
Go ahead. Come on, keep going down your list.
Well, you named 3 already.
Jared Goff is 33.
Oh my gosh, you don't say
He's
he is
better
better.
than Jared Goff.
Dak is
How much
better.
Kirk
did you
Cousins
say?
is 33.
Dak is better than Kirk
Him
Cousins.
and Kirk Cousins is a
They
wash.
the same
So
player
what's
to
up?
me.
It's
They
a
same player
wash.
to
It's
me.
a wash.
I'm with hell.
It's
They
a
wash.
Wash. How much
Carson
Kirk Cousins
Wentz,
get?
wash too. 32.
Oh yeah, thank you. Okay,
32.
all right. Then he should be getting.
I'll-
He don't need 45. That don't equal.
None of these numbers equal 45.
You just said they washed, but he deserved 12
So
million
she's
more
not
a
gonna pay
year.
him to go with Andy Dalton.
They offered him 35. They offered him more than Russell.
You might have to go to 36. Might have to make it nice.
Dak wants 45.
Okay, you
Bro,
mean
he's
at 40.
not top 10
You mean at
quarterbacks.
40.
He's not top 10
You mean at 40, you front load the contract for the first 3 years.
We ain't
And
say
after that-
Lamar. We ain't say Pat. We ain't say a lot of guys that's better than Dak.
Yo had one okay year.
No, he's
No,
had a lot.
Dak-
Of
no, no, his numbers.
No.
Dak's good.
Is Dak better than Russ?
No,
No.
whoa!
I didn't say that.
I'm
I
just
didn't
naming
say that.
quarterbacks. I'm just going to
No.
start naming
Okay, go
quarterbacks.
ahead. No, he's
Is
not.
he better than Pat?
No,
Mahomes? No.
Better than Drew?
No.
Is he better than Brady?
Now, yes.
Right now, he
Yes.
probably might. I
Yes.
can make the argument he
Yes.
could.
Gave him over
Yes.
white
Yes.
Jesus.
He's not
Yes.
good.
I want
right
to
now.
see how
Is he better than Lamar?
No.
No, he's not better than Lamar.
Let me see. Let me look at the rest of the starting NFL quarterbacks. Let me see.
Because Brady's like 50, so.
That's 4.
I want to see Brady with this.
Yeah, he's gonna have some
Weapons.
weapons though, so I do think Brady's gonna have a really
Ben
good year.
Roethlisberger?
He's better than Big Ben to me. I don't care.
Currently, yes. Currently, right now, yes.
He's better than Big Ben to me.
right now.
I'm gonna give
Yeah.
him
Ben's
30.
receivers made him. I don't care. The last
They
I-
made
I-
the
that's-
receivers.
No. I think Ben made his receivers.
Ben
I hate
made
to
his
say
receivers.
it,
Come
but
on,
Ben
you
might have
gotta
made
keep
his
it a
receivers.
stack, boy.
The Steelers breed them.
You got-
receivers.
keep it a stack.
Antonio Brown.
That's one.
He's only had 2 guys that had really good years, and then Mike Wallace was trash.
No, Mike Wallace was trash.
Trash. He was a good wide receiver.
just
He
think-
was above average.
I think the Steelers receivers
Nah, still
should get credit.
no.
Y'all just told me that Torrey Smith was average. Y'all not gonna tell me that Mike
I
Wallace is trash.
I need more in my cup because I'm stressed out.
Yeah.
This whole segment has really stressed me
Ben
out.
made his receivers.
No,
Ben
he
made-
didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, I think it's.
He did.
both
They
arguments.
draft really good
And
receivers.
them boys work hard and they can catch the football.
He
All
made Darius Hayward Bay look good. What is you
All
talking
Ben
about?
does is run
Nobody
around.
made Darius Hayward Bay
All
look
Ben
good.
does
had-
is run
yo,
around.
Nobody made Darius Hayward Bay look good. He's
No,
trash.
I think Ben Roethlisberger nice, but I don't think he made that.
All right,
He's a Hall of Famer.
Either way, if you say that's a I'm giving
Deshaun Watson?
better. That's 5.
I said Aaron Rodgers, right?
I'm taking Dak over Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not taking Dak over Aaron Rodgers.
I am.
Dak got his team to the NFC Championship last year, but
No,
only one receiver.
Aaron Rodgers' defense and running game got to the NFC Championship.
Is he the quarterback? Y'all not, yo, see,
Joe
this
Love.
sounds like
He don't do that with
this
Brady.
sounds like
though.
no, nobody do that with Brady. Yo.
He don't do that.
Brady
with Brady.
defense
Brady
won all of them times.
Brady
yo.
didn't win a playoff game last year. I ain't
You're
taking
right,
for Brady.
You're right,
They didn't win a playoff
You're right,
game.
yo. I think you're
All right.
You're
What
right.
I will say is,
I think Matthew Stafford a better fucking quarterback than Dak.
Okay,
Prescott.
now you just.
yeah, that was a little.
I like Stafford a lot, but no.
I was a little wild.
Okay.
I like Stafford.
It's in your
too.
cup, Henny.
All right. First of all,
I wish.
what's in everybody? I'm taking everybody.
No,
y'all
this
have,
man.
yeah. You've been big
All
wild.
I said, Zion AD is a wash.
Matt Ryan is better than
Matt
Matt Ryan
Ryan
is better. Matt Ryan
What am I,
is
7
better.
or 8? What am I, 7 or
But
8?
Dak's
Seven.
top 10.
Seven.
He's
You're
probably like
seven.
9 or 10.
You're at 7, and that's because I didn't give you no benefit
He's
of
like
the
9
doubt.
or 10.
You didn't give me Ben or who I just said. When y'all
Matt
said,
Stafford? No.
Yeah. Y'all didn't give me them two. All right.
Dak is
And
top 10.
I think Kirk Cousins is a wash.
I think
too.
Kirk Cousins is a wash. I think Carson Wentz is a wash.
Okay, so that's
All
two
right.
other
I'm
ones.
taking Dak over
That's
Carson,
fine.
but that's just-
He's in top 10, but he has a lot of people that
I
are
mean,
equal to
yeah,
him.
we just named 4 other guys.
That are all equal to him in
Or,
ranks.
yeah.
Listen,
It's
Peyton
a toss up
Manning,
depending on who you speak
he
with.
wants 45.
You're not gonna pay this man
40.
$45 million when your
40.
defense is ass.
Give him 40. Well, they already paid Amari and Zeke. So
Sorry, I'm not paying him $45 million.
Dak will be a Cowboy week 1. Don't
will.
worry.
We didn't use
I was gonna
the-
talk about the
we didn't
Andy
use the
Dalton
young guys.
possibility.
Oh no, we didn't use the young guys like Kyler Murray. Or,
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna say Kyler Murray. I wasn't gonna say
Well,
those.
yeah,
Or-
We still want to see what they do.
or
Or Baker
America's
Trashfield.
America's man.
Baker Trashfield?
No, James Garoppolo. But
Oh no, because I don't think he's good.
I mean, I
He throws an amazing slant.
Hey,
though.
you said Andy Dalton. That's blasphemous.
No, I was talking about Andy Dalton as the replacement for Dak because he said Dak would start for week 1.
Well, if Andy Dalton has to start, he can still take the team to the playoffs. They have a lot of good weapons.
Yeah, he take him to the playoffs. He's taking worse
yeah.
Bengals teams. To
He
the
could
playoffs.
probably win a playoff game finally with this team.
I don't know about
It
that.
depends.
could.
NFC stuff.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know.
NFC
I don't know
stuff.
about all that. It depends on the
NFC
matchup.
stuff.
Depends
When
on
you
the
say
matchup.
Josh Allen, I'm not a Josh Allen guy.
I know I like Josh Allen, but I think Dak's
Dak's better, way better than Josh Allen.
I think whoever the quarterback is, they should get this team to the playoffs. But
It
Dak
don't matter.
is
45.
I can't believe you said that Dak Prescott is better than Aaron Rodgers.
Right. Oh,
That was
I-
disrespectful,
He
yo.
is right now.
No, he's not.
He is. He just is. He just is. It's okay.
And Aaron Rodgers did it with less.
Aaron Rodgers didn't do anything. He handed the ball to Aaron Jones. And the defense is the Darius, the Smith brothers.
Hey, yo,
Help carry
all I
him
want you
to
to know
this-
is
and
you
this
better not
is-
bring up no more Tom Brady shit on here. Talk about Aaron Rodgers got carried by a running back in the defense. No more Tom Brady trash, yo.
Because Brady had to
No
make
more,
throws.
yo.
Brady made throws.
Aaron
He
Rodgers
covered
didn't make throws?
No, he didn't. When did he make a throw last year?
I'm not talking to you no more.
Exactly. He
Rest
didn't
of the
make any
segment. Not
throws.
talking to you no more. Rest of
He
the
didn't
segment.
make any throws.
He had a down year, and he's still
All he did
better
was
than
throw the
Dak.
ball away because
He had his worst year, and Dak had his best year. He's still better than Dak.
He's not better than Dak right now. Cowboys didn't draft a
Wow.
replacement for him.
That's
I'll
all
tell you
as
that.
bad as NBA take. All right.
Bruh, you just
Zion and
you waited
AD are going to give you 20 and 10, right? Both, right?
No,
I
so
got-
AD is giving
Hey yo,
you 26, 10,
I'm gonna read
5,
out.
two
I'm gonna read
steals
out
and
some
two
stats.
blocks.
I want you to
No.
tell me who's Aaron Rodgers and who's Dak Prescott. No, and I'm gonna say who's Tom Brady.
One's been in the league
No,
40
no
years.
Tom Brady. Just those two.
All right,
We ain't
so
talking about Tom.
tell me who's who. One person had 388 completions, 65% completion percentage, 4,900 yards, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
That's that.
Aaron Rodgers had 569 completions.
That's
I'm sorry,
200.
353 completions.
No,
I was about to say that he threw the ball a lot.
62% completions.
That's less.
Yeah, he had less completions and a higher percentage
Lower
of completions.
No, you said Dak was
61.
65.
Oh yeah, 65. I'm sorry, 65.
So less
4,000
than
yards,
Less than that too.
26
Less
touchdowns,
than that too.
4 interceptions.
All right, that's better. But that's still 4 out of 5 for
So,
Dak
so
Prescott.
Dak had a
Yeah,
better
better
year.
year.
Yeah, better year.
I just
I'm not
said
knocking
he's
that.
better
Yeah,
than
better
Aaron
year.
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers' rating is probably higher than that.
Is QB rating?
Because Aaron Rodgers throws the ball away.
One thing I'll say is Dak Prescott has an amazing
No,
QB.
I'm talking-
QBR.
No,
I'm
we
talking
talking
about
passer
rating.
rating. Passer rating.
Yeah.
Oh,
This shit.
Not QBR.
250 to
250. Nah,
No,
No, that's yards per
99.
game. yo.
passer rating.
Aaron Rodgers,
95.4.
Yeah, he was 99.7.
99.7. Yeah, I said he kills QB
Dak?
QBR and stuff like that.
Yeah, Dak is Dak. All right, so the Cowboys have 2 guys in the top
They
5
had 2 guys. They had
all time in career passer rating.
Yeah,
And the greatest quarterback in Cowboy history is in there, Tony Romo.
that's not even just he had.
Tony Romo is the greatest quarterback in Cowboy
But here's
history.
my thing. Dak Prescott had 2,000-yard receivers, and Randall Cobb had 800 yards last year.
I didn't even know that. That's wild.
I mean, they had a good, solid team. Man.
I mean, they
Who on the Packers Packers offense outside of Devontae Adams, do you even name the starting wide receivers for the
Valdez-Scantling was good. They had my man Aaron Jones catching the ball.
He said receivers.
No, all of them was doing all right. Jimmy Graham did a little something.
No, he didn't. No,
he did a
no.
little something.
He said receivers.
Let's look up Marquez Valdez-Scantling stats last year.
He had at least 5 or more touchdowns, I'm sure.
What is y'all's looking like?
He had 452 yards with 2 touchdowns.
Awful.
Who else? Who you said, Jimmy Graham?
Jimmy Graham
He's
is
number 2
terrible.
receiver.
Jimmy Graham's not good.
That's not a number 2 receiver.
What's that? The Valdez-Scantling dude?
Yeah, that was him. He had 400
Oh,
yards.
Allison.
and 2
That was
touchdowns.
not
Geronimo
Jamal Allison had all right. He did
All right,
all
I'm gonna go to him next. Jimmy Graham.
Your name Geronimo. That's
What was they drinking that night?
Jimmy Graham.
let you know.
447 yards.
That's the Jimmy Graham
3
year.
touchdowns.
That's the Jimmy Graham year.
3
That's
touchdowns. That's
decent.
his worst year of his career.
Yeah, that's the Jimmy Graham year.
That's
He's terrible. Okay, you brought
What else
his
you
name
say?
up.
Geronimo Allison.
Allison was the other one.
I don't even know how to spell your name.
Geronimo.
Yeah.
I want to know what his parents was on. Geronimo, you just look
He
at
gonna
him
name you
and-
Geronimo.
Wait, what?
That's that Henny talk. That was a Henny pregnancy, and they had a Henny baby named Geronimo.
Good lord.
Geronimo Allison. 287 yards, 2 touchdowns. You can add up all 3 of them, and they just barely got past
Randall
the third
Cobb.
person
Yeah.
on the Cowboys.
Hey man,
I don't know.
that did his thing.
You
Still gotta
put
get it
Aaron
done.
Rodgers
Still
on
gotta get
the
the ball
Cowboys last year,
Still
they
gotta
win
get the
a
ball
ring.
to him.
They
Defense was still
they
trash.
at least they win the division easily.
I don't think Dak is the reason of that.
You're right. I'm not saying that Dak is the reason. I'm just saying Aaron Rodgers is better than Dak.
What was Aaron Rodgers' last Super Bowl? He
What
won
was
a
that?
Super Bowl.
When did Dak ever win a
Aaron
playoff
Rodgers-
game?
Aaron Rodgers
Dak
won
has
Super
no
Bowl
playoff
He
wins.
does have playoff wins. And
What,
defense,
1 and 2?
I think he has 2. But anyway,
I think he has one.
I think Aaron Rodgers won that Super Bowl because of the defense and the off and the running.
Yo, I
I think
just
he
want
has
you to
one
know,
playoff.
I never want to hear Brady as being the GOAT again.
He is the GOAT.
But you can't. See, that's what I don't like about people that like Brady.
What do you
Yo.
mean?
They give Brady
Every
all
every
the
Super
hype,
Bowl,
but they don't
Brady
give him
has
the
made
name.
plays to win. Every Super Bowl.
No, Brady has had
Talent.
luck every Super Bowl.
No, he's not had luck.
Brady
He
has
been
no Super Bowl
luck.
rings without luck.
No.
Without luck.
No.
Julian Edelman catch.
The
Y'all
Rams-
want to talk
the
about
Rams- the Seahawks? None of that was luck. That was
The
Brady.
Seahawks wasn't
Brady
luck.
won that game
You
for them.
run the ball with Marshawn
No,
Lynch.
he had to still go score. The Falcons game, he had to score.
You're right, Joe. You're right.
Yes, I'm right. Yes.
You're right, Joe. Not doing this no more. He 1 and 2 in the playoffs.
With that.
Yes.
Then he get beat up in spring break when he was in college.
This man is a
He did.
wild
I think
man.
he did, yeah. Nigga,
He did,
knocked
but
him
we're
out
talking
for real.
football. We are talking
I
football.
apologize.
Why did he not
Now
luck?
he got.
He's a nice guy. He's like, don't mess with nobody.
Yo got knocked out on the beats.
That's gotta be crazy.
I still can't believe it. This man just said that Aaron Rodgers is worse.
I literally have not spoken because I don't really have words. But I can't even look at him right now. Like
I'm taking Dak over Aaron Rodgers right now. I am. I just am.
It doesn't even sound right coming out loud. Like, anyway,
That's fine.
is there anything else? That,
No, no.
Anything else that anybody wants to discuss here,
Nope. I'm good.
bro?
Nah.
Well, all right.
Zion and AD is a wash.
11 and
They
8 with
both
a
want
ring.
to give it.
1 and 2, 0 rings.
And Dak, I'm taking Dak over Aaron Rodgers. Pay that man whatever he needs.
I'm cutting this off.
All right, and we gone.
Yeah, he gone off a lot of stuff.
That's the truth, man. It's the truth. Wow.